Hello Stampers, Kelly Acheson at stampingup.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Happy Friday, everybody. I have a set of cards that I'm going to make for you today. They are quick and simple, and I've also got an extra special treat at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around so you can see what I've got up my sleeve. Today I'm going to be using the All My Love Designer Series paper. This is retiring with our current Occasions mini catalog on June 3rd. So if you would like to get your hands on some of this gorgeous paper, it really is very, very pretty. We're going to be making a set of cards with it. And we're also going to be using the Friendly Expression stamp set. This is also in the Occasions mini catalog, and it is retiring on June 4th also. So the first thing we're going to do here is I chose my cardstock base, and I chose to use Crumb Cake cardstock. So I've got 5.5 by 8.5 card bases here, and I'm just going to take all of these and fold them in half. I'm going to make a set of 4 cards. Now, for those of you that follow me, you know that I'm going on a little road trip this Memorial Day weekend, and I thought, what a nice little gift to leave at our hotel or give to the front desk clerk of, you know, one of the hotels that we stay in. And maybe I'll make some more of these, probably not, but you know, you never know. I've still got flowers to plant before I leave. But I thought this would make a really nice little gift to give to the hotel staff or somebody who goes out of their way to be nice to us. And I like to kind of carry stuff like that around with me to do things like that, right? Pay it forward, brighten somebody's day. You could make somebody's day by doing that. So I've got the rectangle stitched framelit dies here. I'm going to be using the second largest one. And if you remember correctly, I have numbered all of these. So my smallest one is 1 and it goes all the way out to 8. This is number 7. I've got 2 scraps of Whisper White cardstock here, and I am going to take these and run them through my Big Shot. Now I just want to show you one thing about this. Let me grab this Big Shot. I find when I'm using these larger rectangle dies, and everybody's machines are just a tiny bit different, but if I run them through like this, they don't like to cut this edge that goes through first. But if I run them through on an angle, so you're getting a little bit of metal at a time versus a big strip of metal, they cut out better, for me anyways. So if you find that happening to you, just run them through at an angle. And of course you want to make sure that you're keeping your rectangles inside your plates, because if they're sticking out at all, your machine will mangle them. We don't want any mangled framelits. That would ruin your whole day, right? So you're going to do that on both pieces of the Whisper White cardstock. And these are just card front size scraps, big enough to cut out this particular number 7 rectangle. So I've got 2 of these done already. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this All My Love Designer Series paper and we're going to put it right on the front of our card. These are going to be so, so pretty. Oh shoot, this isn't the right size. Hang on, you guys. Oh. I think my paper's cut wrong, so I'm just going to trim off the bottom of these card bases so that my paper will fit on here perfectly. Hang tight. Okay, I've got these trimmed up. Yours is going to be fine, 8.5 by 5.5. These are 4.25 by 5.5. These are going to fit on here perfect. I had my layers cut wrong. All the dimensions, by the way, for any of my projects that I show you on YouTube videos can be found on my blog. You just go right to my blog. At the end of the video, there's a link that you can click on that'll take you right there. Oh, this is a pretty one too, isn't it? I like that a lot. I think I'm going to use that side. We'll see. I could make up a ton of these. I had a whole bunch of these layers cut from my designer series paper, and that's where I got this idea from. I'm like, hey, I should use those up, right? Why not? This paper is beautiful. And although it was featured in our Valentine bundle, you can clearly see that the sides that I've used here have nothing to do with Valentine's Day. They're just really pretty floral cards. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do here is I've got all my cards made. I'm going to take these stitch rectangle layers, and I'm going to tilt them like this. So I'm going to bring in the Thanks for All You Do from the Friendly Expressions stamp set. I'm going to try this with the crumb cake and see what I think of it. I've got Flirty Flamingo and crumb cake. And by the way, if you haven't guessed, I have not made these cards yet. So we're doing it with you. Okay, this is going to get cut right down the middle. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's going to work out good. Okay, cool. So this is what I'm going to do with all of these. I'm going to stamp them. I'm going to bring, this is the piece, this is the piece that was left over. I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to stamp this also. And I think I like the crumb cake. It looks pretty good. We'll stamp that right there. So if we had these two together, this is what we've got. So I'm going to stamp this one over here. And we're going to turn it around, right? We've got one there, and we're going to stamp one over here. Oh, sometimes things are kind of confusing, aren't they? I've had like a really kind of confusing day today. I thought it was a different day, and I was jumping ahead of the schedule. Okay, I'm going to cut this one the same way. Just like this. Okay, so this is what we have when we're done. We have all these little triangles, well, kind of triangles. They're not perfect triangles. I'll show you the card that gave me this idea too. So I had all this cardstock or designer series paper cut, and then I decided to make a card like one that was sent to me because I thought it was so pretty. Okay, I think this is what we're going to do here. Yep, that looks good. Let's do this one. We're going to bring this in. Yep, just like this. Whoops, got a little bit of glue on the table there. Like I told you, I'm kind of just having a real cluster of a day today. It's been kind of one thing after another with me today, so bear with me. We're going to get through this video, you guys. I promise. And do this one like this. Make sure that we're meeting up with that top edge there. And then we've got one left here. We're going to add this. Just like that. Okay, I've got my paper snips here. So I'm hoping you guys have some plans for the Memorial Day weekend. In the United States, we have Memorial Day weekend this weekend that we're celebrating. And Steve and I decided to go on a road trip. Well, that doesn't look very good. Hang on a second. That's really choppy. I don't like that at all. Maybe I shouldn't have started this. It was this or no video today, and I thought, oh, I can whip up a video. Okay, this is going to be so much better. There we go. That looks better. Yeah, the bigger scissors are just easier to use, right? What do you guys think? Aren't these cute? I'm really liking this. Now, of course, you're going to color coordinate whatever kind of designer series paper you have, or you can head over to my store and get some of this designer series paper called All My Love. It's very pretty. Last but not least, we have one more left here. Just make sure you don't cut your fold line, right? That wouldn't work out very good for any of us. I almost cut the whole corner off my card. That would be my day today. Okay, so here we have these, and I thought I need just a little something to spruce them up a little bit because I wasn't quite happy with that. So I'm going to grab my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I still have a bunch more layers here that I can use. So what I decided to do was take some of these little flowers and cut them out. And I thought that would dress up my cards perfectly. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on these little flowers, and we're going to add them to the cards, I should say. Let's see, where do we want to do this at? Right here? Yep, right there. Looks good to me. We'll put this one right here. And then we've got this cute little pink one. I love this one. What do you guys think? Love that little pink one. I think I'll put that one up there. And last but not least, we have this one, and I'll put this one right here. There we go. Okay, what do you think? Quick and easy? I just made 4 cards. Bam. Now I've got 4 envelopes for my cards here. Oh, I just really like these. Aren't they pretty? These are great, quick thank you cards, and I thought these would make a nice gift because everybody should be sending thank you cards or giving thank you cards out to people when people are nice to you. So here's my cards. Then, this is the little bonus I talked about at the end. I have a little acetate box. Okay, so, where did you guys see what, oh, here it is. See what I did with my piercing mat, I was going to say? Okay, so this one, I'm going to clean my stamp off because it's got that crumb cake ink on it. And I'm going to bring in my Flirty Flamingo. We're going to stamp the thanks for all you do. And then I'm going to die cut it with the Stitch Shapes framelit. And then I've also got a piece of Flirty Flamingo here that I'm going to die cut with the scallop circle. I'll be right back. And here we go. I'm going to put this on here and this on here. Our acetate boxes, oh my gosh, these are such a good deal. I think you get 10 in a pack. They're really inexpensive. I don't remember how much they are, but if you do a search, oh, let me check. Yeah, acetate card boxes. They're $7 and you get 10 of them. So really good deal. There's a lot of fun things that you can do with these, but they're all scored for you. All you do is bend on the score lines and put them together. Really is easier than what I'm doing. This is all a product of my day. Nothing wants to work right for me today. Case in point. Okay, here's our acetate box. What I thought I would do is wrap a belly band around it. So what I like to do is just kind of bend it a little bit and then make sure that it's even here. And I could measure this and score it, but geez, that seems like a lot of work, don't you think? We'll just do this. It's easy. Make them match up in the middle here. And I like to pull them off and then give them a good burnish on those fold lines. Okay. I'm going to make my belly band meet in the middle on the front. And I got out my tear and tape, because I think that's the best product to use for this type of a project. I'm just going to put this right here. Grab my pokey tool to pull that backing off. And you want to make sure that these are even, right? Okay. And then I've got some of our flax ribbon, and I thought this would just be really pretty on here. So I'm going to pull this around my box on my belly band. And what I'd probably recommend doing is using mini glue dots to keep this in place, because you don't want it sliding around. That's not going to be attractive at all. So I'm just going to add some mini glue dots on my ribbon, probably 5. Stuck to my fingernail. Oops. And one more down here at the end. And I think this will hold the flax ribbon securely. So we're going to start right here in the middle. Okay, see? Works nice. And then we're going to just center this all the way around and bring it back to the middle. Isn't that pretty? It's just very simple. And now, did you see my dimensionals? Here they are. I'm just going to put a couple dimensionals on my belly band. I got to make sure that I get this into my suitcase for my road trip. I'll put this right here. What a simple little gift idea. Now, I'm not done, because you know me well. I'm going to grab some mini dimensionals. And I've got some more little flowers that I cut out of the designer series paper. And I'm going to add those. Just want to spruce things up a little bit. You know me, I'm always into the sprucing. I'm going to put one right up here. And one right down here. This was just kind of an afterthought. Aren't they cute? I love them. And then here comes our 4 cards and envelopes. And of course you could stamp images onto your envelopes if you wanted to, but I just needed something really quick and easy because I have a million things to do before I get to leave. Look at how pretty. Oh, I love this. Now, I see that my belly band is sliding around and I don't really like that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a mini glue dot and I'm going to pick it up with my pokey tool. Okay. And I'm going to add it any place here. I'm just going to tuck it in here. And now my belly band is not going to wiggle around. There's your little, that's your amazing tip of the day. So what do you guys think? Aren't these cute? Love them. And it all started because I had a stack of card fronts from my designer series paper. And I thought, ooh, I should make some thank you cards. And I should make a gift that I can take with me, right? Super, super cute. I almost forgot to show you this card. This is where I got the idea for all my cards. So let's get those back out. Gosh, sometimes I think if my head wasn't attached. Look at how cute. This was our botanical butterfly paper that was free during celebration. I got this idea from Cindy Kittner. She sent me a whole note inside this card, and I just thought this was so simple and elegant. Love the stitched edge on those rectangle framelits, right? So here we go. Yay! Thank you so much, Cindy, for a fabulous idea. And this is how sometimes, you know, your card ideas come to fruition, is from receiving a pretty card from somebody. Okay, If you'd like to order any of these products that I've shown you, they are still available. The paper, the stamp set, only available until June 3rd. You can head right over to my blog, click right up here. That'll take you right there. Use this host code if your order is under $150. If it's over $150, do not use that host code. You're going to get some Stampin' Rewards from Stampin' Up. And at $150, you actually get $15 in free anything you want. This is the only time that you can take advantage of the host-only stamp sets that are exclusive in the back of our catalog. So let's take a look at those. We've got this cute springtime stroll, the very vintage, the pressed flowers, the artfully folded, seasoned with kindness, and this cute hand-delivered. Now, these are only available when you have Stampin' Rewards, and you get Stampin' Rewards at $150 when your order reaches that point. You can then order these, and you can see that this whole stamp set, it's a set of 14 photopolymer stamps, is only $9.50, and that's a special price because these are exclusive only with the Stampin' Rewards. Don't forget about those. They're also retiring on June 4th. I hope you guys have a fabulous Memorial Day weekend. Whatever you're going to be doing, spend it with family and friends. Don't forget what Memorial Day is all about. You guys have yourselves a wonderful weekend. I will be back next week. Bye-bye.